want to find that drive and focus that has you locked in and on fire every single day, my book, The Mirror of Motivation, will do it for you. I bought a copy for you. You take care of the shipping. The book is free. Click the link down there. I got you. Now tuned in to the show where you will bring out your discipline, your best discipline, to show up day after day to do the work, your confidence in putting yourself out there boldly and authentically, and mental toughness to continue showing up every day to do the work, putting yourself out there boldly and authentically, even if the success you have expected to achieve has yet to be achieved. And on top of all this, I'm gonna give you a little bit more. You're gonna get the personal initiative, the go-getter energy that moves everyone to go make things happen instead of waiting for things to happen. At least when we decide to have it, you're gonna have it every single day, because we put all this together. What you get is the mindset, the method, the philosophy, the book, the daily show called Work on Your Game. My name is Dre Baldwin, also known as Dre All Day, and welcome to the show. Today's topic: stop trying to be liked by everyone. I've talked about being liked and how it infects and affects your interpersonal relationships with other people in several episodes I'm going to refer you to before we even get deeper into this point here today. In episode number 847, the question was, how important is it for you to be liked? Conflict being a part of life. In episode number 1265, what do you learn through conflict? Episode number 771, how to handle conflicts with other people. Episode number 465, conflict is good for you. Not everyone has the same ideas and perspectives in life. Now, I'm out of giving you the list of topics, list of episodes that you need to catch up on. Again, that's 847, 1265, 771, and 465. But this is what you got to understand. Not everybody in life is going to have the same goals and same ideas, the same perspectives as you. And you probably already know this. You've been through this before. There are times in life when people will not get along. People do not see eye to eye. People's ideas and wants and desires will bump heads. There are times when conflict is just trying to happen. And I want you to stop trying to avoid it. And I talked about this in episode number 1230, why you avoid certain types of conversations, why you avoid certain types of interactions, what fears are behind, what fears and socializations are behind you avoiding certain situations that you actually need to be going towards, and how to get over that problem. Again, that's episode number 1230. Today's topic, again, is stop trying to be liked by everybody. Today, you're going to learn to embrace the fact that not everybody is going to see eye to eye with you. Not everybody is going to agree with your points. Not everyone's going to want to go along with your plans. And not everybody's even going to like you. There are going to be some people out there who just don't like you for whatever reason. Maybe it's something that you did and you don't understand why they don't like you. Maybe it's something that you did and you want them to not like you. Maybe it's something, maybe you didn't do anything and you don't know why they didn't like you. Maybe you did nothing and they don't like you and you're like, well, fuck them, I don't care. Today's topic is about you need to stop trying to get everyone to agree with you, to go along with you, to compromise with you, to like you, because it's not going to happen anyway, so you might as well stop trying. Stop wasting your energy on this. And I'm going to tell you what you can do, how you can think in an alternative way that will serve you a whole lot more effectively, a whole lot more efficiently in life. So let's get into it. Today's topic, once again, is stop trying to be liked by everyone. Point number one, being that we are all unique. When you are trying to be liked by everyone, there's only one way you can do this. There's only one way you can possibly even try to get everybody to like you. Because all human beings are unique, you would have to edit yourself a whole lot. Because every person you come across is different from the last person you were talking to, right? So the way that you presented yourself, let's say you present yourself as the normal, regular, 100% you, whoever you are, right? Now there's a percentage of people out there who are going to buy into that and like that. But everybody else, everyone outside of that percentage, they might not quite buy into it. They might like 80% of you, but there's 20% of you that they want to fix, right? And they're not following the 80-20 rule. They want 100-0, right? So now, in order for you to be liked by them, who only like 80% of you, to get that last 20% right, you're gonna have to edit yourself a little bit. In other words, you're gonna have to change some of the things that you say, change some of the ways that you communicate, change some of your angles in conversation, maybe change the way that you walk, the way you talk, the way that you dress, who you hang with, what you eat, what you like, what you don't like, how you express your opinion. You're gonna have to make some adjustments, some edits to yourself to fit those people who want you to be a little bit different. And then let's say you succeed, you made it. Now the next group of people you come across, they like about 60% of you, and there's 40% that they want to change, but it's completely different from what you changed for the other group. Now you have to edit yourself a whole other time, some more editing to yourself. Then the next group, more editing. Next group, more editing. Then eventually you come back around to that first group and they're like, wait a minute, who the hell are you? This is not the same person that we bought into before. So then you got to edit again and go back to who you were before. Hopefully you didn't sweep up the cutting room floor. If you follow my metaphor here, the extended metaphor. Now you got to edit yourself all over again. You get back to that second group, the third group. Now you got to keep re-editing and editing. Every time you come across a new person, you have to edit yourself again. And what you're going to find as you see through this endless cycle of editing, when you're trying to be liked by everybody, you're going to have to edit yourself all the time. It's an ongoing process. And this is an ongoing process that, unlike some other ongoing processes, such as making yourself better, being successful, those are ongoing processes as well. This one will make you unhappy in the long run. It will make you absolutely not be true to yourself, who you actually are. And it will gain you the wrong kind of favor, even if it, quote, works, close quote, the way that you thought it would work. It's still not going to get you what you actually wanted, because you're going to gain favor from people who are buying into someone who's not really you anyway. They're buying into the edited version of you. And if and when you finally decide, you know what, I'm not going to edit myself anymore, I'm just going to be who I am, those people who bought into the edited version of you are going to be like, who the hell is this? What the hell are you doing? I bought into a person that was a whole lot different from this person. What are you doing now? So now you may lose those people who bought into the edited version and realize that that's not the real thing. And the people who would have bought into the real thing, they were never interested in you because you had edited yourself so much they never got to know the real one. And they may not give you the time or the patience or the attention to show them that you changed. So then you can end up all by yourself because you've been self-editing for so long that you forgot who you were. Is this what you want? Point number 2. Today's topic is stop trying to be liked by everyone. To be liked, this word like, this is tepid. You don't want to be liked. You know, the definition of tepid means lukewarm. You want to be lukewarm about life? I'd rather be either really hot or really cold, but I don't want to be in a lukewarm place. Lukewarm is like in the middle. That's where the masses are. That's where the average exists. Do you want people's feelings about you to be average, like right in the middle? Like, yeah, I like them. They're okay. See, when somebody likes you, their attention to you, how they feel about you, their energy towards you, it kind of comes and goes. Like, they could do with you, they could do without you. It doesn't really matter. If you're there, it's cool. But if you're not there, it doesn't really matter either. They don't have any energy towards you whatsoever. Now, somebody hates you, that's energy. Now, somebody loves you, that's energy too. But in the middle, liking you is, who cares? That's pretty much what like means. So if you're trying to be liked by other people, you just want a whole bunch of people they kind of sort of know about you and kind of sort of give a damn about your presence, but they kind of sort of don't at the same time. I don't think that's what you want. When we like something or someone, that means we can either take it or leave it. You ever have someone ask you, hey, do you want to do such and such a thing? You want to go to the mall, you want to go watch this movie, you want to have this for dinner, you want to have this. Somebody makes you an offer of something and asks you how you feel about it, and you're like, if that's what we do, then it's fine, but if we don't do it, that's also fine. Those things, you don't want to be in that space. You don't want people feeling that way about you. I don't think so. I don't think you want your friends or your significant others or your fans or your teammates or your bosses or your employees or your business partners. I don't think you want them having that kind of energy about you, because that's no man's land. You don't want to be there. When we like something or someone, we take it or leave it. It's not a big deal to keep it, but it's also not that devastating if we lose it. Like is surface level, ladies and gentlemen. That's what like is. Liking is a surface level approval, if you want to call it that, of a person, place, thing, experience, idea, or circumstance. So when you get on social media and people like your picture, it doesn't necessarily mean that they like you. It doesn't mean that they're buying into you. It doesn't mean that you said anything profound or that there's anything interesting about what you did. They probably don't hate it because they liked it, but do they love it? How much investment did they have to make to like you? Now, how much investment does it take for you to like something? Not much. You can just experience it, look at it, like, yeah, I like it. It's fine. Somebody can go on Facebook to like your post. What do they got to do? One tap of a button, all right, cool, liked it. Did they really invest in it? Did they really do anything? Does that really do anything for you? Y'all know you get the dopamine hit from somebody liking your post, but besides that, what else do you actually get? What did they have to give? See, we all understand the law of karma. We all agree with it, right? That the energy you put out is the energy that you get back. The amount of energy somebody has to put out in order to like you is so small that is not really, there's no substance there. It's what we would call, in the nutrition world, we call that empty calories. You know what empty calories are? It's kind of like if you were to eat I don't know, what's something that's healthy? You got to think of something. If you were to eat a box of raw organic spinach, like I do every day, there's a certain amount of calories you get out of that. But there are actually probably more calories. I'm not a nutritionist, and I don't have the numbers in front of me. There are probably more calories in a Snickers bar than there are in that 10-ounce box of raw spinach. More calories in a Snickers bar. But if you eat the Snickers bar, your body's gonna feel more hungry afterwards than if you ate the box of spinach. Why is that? Even though the Snickers has more calories, there should be more energy, it should fill you up more because it has more calories, right? But they are cheap calories. They are those basic type of carbs, basic type of calories that don't really fill your body up too much. And I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not gonna try to explain this on any type of scientific level. I'm gonna keep this one surface. But what you gotta understand is that someone liking you is a surface level, empty calories level amount of feedback. Doesn't really mean much. It may mean a lot to you because it helps crowdsource your self-esteem, as Kanye West once said, but it's very surface. It's not really worth much. You can lose it just as easily as you gain it. Can you agree? Likeable things, ladies and gentlemen, are replaceable. Something that you like, if it goes away, cool, I'll get another one. All right, they're gone. All right, let's bring somebody else in. You are better off. Likable things can be replaced without a second thought. We don't even think twice about it. Like, damn, something that you liked and it goes away, you're like, yeah, all right. It's too bad that that's not there anymore, but you know, we can do with it, we can do without it. I had a college coach once, and he wasn't that great of a communicator, but he would say to players sometimes, I guess this was his way of establishing his authority or as a threat to the players. He would say, well, look, we're going to win with you or we're going to win without you. He was actually wrong because the team lost no matter who was on the team, but the idea that he was trying to get across was you're liked. This is the same energy that people have when they like you. And they may not say what that coach said, but that's exactly what they're saying in between the lines. All right, I can do with you, I can do without you. They like you. All right, easily replaceable. You go away, people are not going to think hard about it. Like is replaceable. You are better off, if you're looking to get some type of emotion out of people, you're better off being feared, respected, hated, loved. All of those are better than being liked. All right, besides, as we get into point number 3, today's topic, stop trying to be liked by everyone. Besides all of that I just said, level people, someone who you like. Think of the people in your life that you like. Like, yeah, they're cool. Level places that you've been that you like, you're kind of lukewarm on them. Level things, ideas, situations, they're all in the middle. What's in the middle of life? In the middle of life, you get everyone. Everybody's in the middle. The masses are in the middle. The average exists in the middle. You want to know the average of what's going on in life, all you got to do is find the middle. I'll just find a whole bunch of level things that you like. I mean, you're aware of them. You don't hate them, but you also don't love them. They're in that middle place, in that bell curve middle. That's where the masses exist. That's where the average exists. If you like your work, meaning whatever it is you do for a living, that means it's not so bad that you're going to quit, but it's also not fulfilling enough to be meaningful to you. And it's probably not getting your best effort, even if you think you're giving it your best effort, because you're not passionate about it. There's no energy behind what you're doing. You're doing it because you have to do it. You know they're going to give you the check. So the check is enough to keep you working there, but it's also not enough to really have you like, damn, this is amazing. You're somewhere in between the two. That's how the bell curve works. There's a small part at the top, when it's amazing. There's a small part at the bottom where this is like terrible, and then everything else is somewhere in the middle. That's where most people exist their whole lives. So most people exist mentally their whole lives. And if you like something, you're somewhere in that middle part of the bell curve. If you have, let's say, for example, a coach or a trainer, and you like your coach or trainer, they'll push you, and you'll allow them to push you hard enough so you can feel like you're doing something in the gym, but not enough to make any real lasting changes to your body, and is ultimately not even worth it. If you hire a coach or a consultant or somebody to like life coach you or be your business coach or an accountability partner, and you like that person, it means they're not going to be they'll push you hard enough that You will feel like you're doing something like, yeah, I just had a session with my coach. I just had a session with my consultant. I just had a meeting with this person that we hired who's going to help us with our company. They'll push you enough that you'll feel like something is happening, so you can say you did something, kind of going through the motions, but they're not going to be able to push you hard enough that you're going to get any real, tangible, lasting results, simply because all you do is like it. You just like it. I mean, you're not bought in. You have not bought into something if you just like it. And it's ultimately not worth it to even do that, because all you're going to do is end up in the same spot. Again, the empty calories. You did eat the Snickers bar, and there are 250 calories in the Snickers bar, but you're still hungry, so you might as well not eating anything. It's not worth the effort and the time that you had to put in just to earn the like in the first place. And this is why it's not worth it trying to be liked. If you're going to try to evoke an emotion out of somebody, try to get one that's strong. Even if it's hate, it's better than being liked, because hate is a strong emotion, it's energy. And we all know scientifically the energy is not neither created nor destroyed. It is merely transferred from one object to another. So you might as well build up some energy from other people if you're going to get anything from them. Don't have them just lukewarm and tepid about you. Get them to one side or the other. This is the idea of polarizing. And it works a lot with people. It works in sales. It works in branding. It works in political campaigns. It works in marketing. And it can work in your life too if you stop aiming to be in the middle. You stop trying to be liked. And what most people do is try to be liked. This is why most people are in the middle. This is why when someone comes along who is willing to polarize, to push you so hard that you either love them or hate them, they stand out immediately. They don't even have to be better than the people in the middle. They just got to be different, because they immediately put themselves into a room where there is very little competition. Not anybody else in the room. There's nobody else competing with them for the space. Everyone's competing for space in the middle. Nobody's competing for space at the bottom or at the top of the bell curve. You got to make the conscious decision to get up there. So let's recap today's topic, which is stop trying to be liked by everybody. I'll refer you to the following episodes where I've talked about being liked and conflict and dealing with other people in ways that everybody's not always going to get along. It's episodes number 847. How important is it for you to be liked? Episode 1265, what you learn through conflict. Episode 771, how to handle conflict. Episode 465, conflict is good for you. Episode number 1230, why you avoid certain conversations. Today's topic is about learning to embrace the fact not everyone will like you all the time. Number one, being that we are all unique. When you're trying to be liked by everyone, you're going to have to self-edit a whole lot, which will make you unhappy in the long run. You will not be true to yourself at all, and you will gain the wrong kind of favor from people who are liking a version of you that's not even the real version of you. Why would you want that? Number two, being liked is tepid. It's lukewarm energy that comes and goes. When we like something or someone, that means we can take it or leave it. It's not a big deal to keep it. It's not devastating to lose it. Like is a surface level energy. Likeable things can be replaced without a second thought, and you are better off being feared, respected, hated, or loved than being liked. Point number three, like level people, places, things, ideas, and situations all exist in the middle. What else is in the middle? Everybody's in the middle. The masses are in the middle. The average is in the middle. Everything's in the middle. If you like your job, that means it's not so bad that you'll quit, but it's also not fulfilling enough to really have meaning to you. If you have a coach or a trainer who you like, you allow them to push you hard enough to feel like you're doing something, but not enough to make any real lasting changes to yourself, and it's ultimately not worth it. You don't want like. Like is easily forgotten. If you want to do something that's remembered, I suggest you take my Bulletproof Mindset course. The Bulletproof Mindset course takes all the mental game tools that I talk about here on this show, the best elements of those mental game tools, and I broke it down to a 12-module comprehensive course that is the deepest, the fullest, the most effective mental game course that exists by anybody. Nobody has made anything like Bulletproof Mindset except me, because I made Bulletproof Mindset. You can take that course, the whole course, all 12 modules, and a bunch of bonuses that 10x the value of what you're getting, literally 10x the value of what you're getting, by going to workonmygame.com/bulletproof. That's workonmygame.com/bulletproof for the Bulletproof Mindset course. Work on your game. Dre